Welcome to another exciting episode of the OfferIn podcast. We're back in the studio with a super awesome guest. I'm super excited to introduce her to you. This is Kayla Carosella. Kayla is truly a powerhouse in Northeast Ohio real estate. She's the owner of Lokal Real Estate, which is a Cleveland, Ohio brokerage. She's a real estate professional, truly of all levels, including an investor. She's a leader of people, a motivator, and a super ninja networker. And that's what we're going to talk about. So Kayla, welcome. Thanks so much for being here on the show.
I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So I know a little bit about you, a little bit about your story. But for those that might not know you, can you share a little bit about your journey that into real estate and what has you here?
Yeah. So my journey actually started in real estate officially in 2014.
Okay.
But it really started when I was younger. I've always just had such a passion for this field and this industry and everything around homes. And what I found was what that passion was that I thought were homes were actually the people.
Awesome.
And the lives that you get to change along the way. So I learned that because I started in real estate doing something I'm not doing right now, which is I was at a title company.
Okay.
And I was there for about 4 years, made the transition over to cross-country mortgage and got the lending side. So I was in title and then I transferred over to doing loans. And I was there for 4 or 5 years. And then in 2019 is when I realized, okay, while I'm working at the title company and the mortgage company, I was also working at a bar full time. So I was just working multiple jobs and trying to make all the money and trying to, find my footing in the industry. Sure. And I knew title wasn't it and I knew lending wasn't it, but that I was getting closer.
Okay.
And so that's when I told myself, you're going to go get your real estate license and you're just going to put 100% of your efforts into this.
Wow. So let me pause you right there. Yeah. What was the thing that got you this? Like you were doing title, you were in it, but you knew you were missing something. Yeah. What was the thing you were missing?
So title was like you're behind the desk and you can't move from 9 to 5. And that's not me now that you know me. But then lending was kind of that hybrid role where you are behind the desk, but then you're on the phone also. And then you can kind of get out there and network. And that was the turning point for me is when I was able to get out there. That's what everybody in the office didn't want to do. And so it just gave this maybe this negative side to it. And I wanted to get out there. So once I got out there and I saw, so the turning point would be I got in that room and I realized how I can own the room. And then the other part was I was making 1 basis point to 3% of the commission that the agents were making. So that was a turn in itself too.
Saw the opportunity.
You
know what's interesting? You mentioned you were working at a bar as well.
Yeah.
That was probably more fulfilling than actually all the other professional work you were doing because
that was a struggle.
The people. I heard you say that, and that was actually get to talk with thousands of real estate agents across the U.S. and like the ones that are focused on the people win.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the ones that are all about the money, even though that's a driver.
Sure.
Right? But
there has to be such a delicate balance of both. And that's the only time that I like the word balance.
Okay.
Is when you're trying to find it. I like the word rhythm. I like, balance seems so one way or the other, and that's not realistic. Not in today's day and age where people can work from all over the world. Somebody can literally run a business from their home, from their phone, wherever they're at. And so I think that once that started coming around, that opened the door to, okay, how much can I really network now? Getting back into that part of it.
So you're the owner of Lokal with a K,
yes.
which I thought was cool. But Lokal is a distinctive brand name.
Yeah.
What is it in that? What is special about Lokal?
It's just, we're in the middle of rebranding right now because I just became sole owner officially August 22nd.
Okay.
So all the time leading up to that, Lokal is the only brokerage I have ever wanted to work for.
Okay.
So I want to take us back a little bit because the struggle while I was getting into that was I had been in the title industry, I had been in the mortgage industry, and now I have to go figure out who I want to work with and who I want to be under. And all of the big name companies that everybody knows about, Howard Hanna, Keller Williams, Remax, all of these bigger companies, when I would go into them and I would talk to them, it was very much about how are you going to be able to help me based on my experience and where I want to take this. And they said, well, we're going to give you the tools that you need to sell. I said, well, I've kind of already got those tools in my belt a little bit. I was hoping maybe you can help me like on the investor side of things. I feel like I can not easily, maybe underestimating it at the time, but I feel like I could get my footing in selling. But there was this other part of it that I didn't understand everywhere I went and talked to. I would kind of look at the other side and say, okay, so where's the retirement? And all I could get was sell, sell, sell. And I thought that was a red flag. So I needed to create a retirement plan for myself. And that's where I realized, no, you need to go out and you need to get educated on this.
Smart.
Because nobody's going to educate you on how to spend your money as good as you can. You can go to different places and financial advisors and things like that. But what I had as a superpower was I already was working with all the people in the industry that were doing the business. So I knew who they were. Yeah. I knew what they looked like. I knew exactly where to go.
So I see you as a very powerful businesswoman and super networker as well. Like as I observed you over the last, year and a half or so, and you running your business. What do you think shaped that side of you?
Again, just getting back to the people, because there's this thing happened, you know, your first year where as an agent, you know, you're going out and you're just trying to get anything you can in the door because you want the experience. And that's going to happen for a year, maybe even 2 years. You're going to take everything you can get because it takes a lot in this industry to really feel like you're getting the swing of things. 6 deals is a lot to a new agent. 6 closings is a lot, and it's a lot to manage. So I lost my train of thought because I get so excited talking about that. Go back to the question.
You're such a powerful businesswoman. What is the thing?
The networking part of it. And so, getting back to the people, which is everybody goes through this in selling, or that's all we do, right? And so sometimes people can get complacent in that, and that day-to-day kind of starts to go away. And when you have clients, your normal client is going to buy a home, every 10 years, 5 years. So it's all the things that you do in between that make sure that those closings keep coming to you. And that is how I learned you build a very effective referral-based business, because that's what this is. Anybody in this industry, the first thing you need to do is you need to work hard. You have to have some numbers behind you. And sometimes that's the hardest part, because it could take you 3 to 5 years to get some of the people you're working to impress to get to notice you. And that's what I was going through all up until like year 5. I was putting myself in those rooms. I was hosting the events. And still
nothing.
Still nothing. As far as the respect factor goes. And so you just put your head down and you just keep helping people.
Okay. I was going to say, what clicked? What changed?
It was about the people and what I was doing, and not the other side of this business that is so noisy. That is so noisy.
That's super. That's a great nugget.
Yeah.
Do you think if you would have started focusing on the people from day one, you could have expedited that 5-year timeline? Or do you think it was something that you learned along the way that you're like, nope, I got there. It just takes time?
I don't think
a combination of both.
I think it's a combination of both. And that's a great question, because I don't think you can get there without the other. And I don't think that you can learn the lesson without falling. And so could I have gotten there faster? I think with my timeline, I think I moved pretty fast. No, I don't think that it would have gotten me there faster. I think what I want to stop and say is I've always cared about how I get there. And so if it took a little bit longer because I did the right thing, or I tried the thing that nobody wanted to do because I believed that it was going to work, or I saw that potential in somebody else, then I was okay with it taking a little bit longer, because the end goal is very much the same, which is with clients, customers, and with my agents. My job here is to get you from the life you have to the life that you want.
Awesome.
So be really realistic on what that looks like with me, so we can get there together.
Yeah.
And cool. Real estate's a very long game. It's a very long game.
Yeah. So long for me. We met like maybe a year and a half ago or so.
Time flies when you're having fun.
And you joined through OfferIn. You saw it. You liked it. You said, "Hey, I think I need this. I think my agency needs it." What are the things that about OfferIn that you enjoyed? Why was that something you wanted to invest in? Why was it good for your clients? Yeah.
I was so excited when you originally reached out to this, because like anything, this solved a problem that I didn't know that I really had. The first question I think Darren asked me was, how are you handling your multiple offer situations? And I wanted to throw up. I was like, well, I'm doing the best I can with multiple spreadsheets. That's all I know as far as an offer solution. And then when you brought this to me, it took out so many, again, there's a lot of noise. And a system takes the emotion out of it that we're already feeling with our clients tenfold. I mean, there's no way you can take it out of it. We just try to guide them through the best way that we can. And part of that issue I have always felt is I can't get to them fast enough because they're nervous before that house goes on the market. So what I loved about OfferIn is it solved that problem of getting to my clients quicker, and then also having a solution that makes them feel comfortable because they can look at it and they're not just relying on me or what I'm saying. It's a service that I provide and my agents are able to provide. And what I find is agents on the other end love that we use it because they buy into it also. And so it's been a complete game changer for myself in our office. So first of all, thank you so much for bringing that to us.
I'm glad it's been helpful.
Yeah.
I actually had a little story of an agent that her first year, she transacted 7 deals her first year, and which is good.
That's
right?
very good.
Yeah, as on the buy side, 4 of her 7 transactions were in OfferIn.
Wow.
So she, more than 50% of the time, nearly 60% of the time, she had been using OfferIn as a buyer's agent.
Good.
So, think about this. Brand new agent, you come in the world and, 4
that's
of your 7 transactions.
Now.
Right. That's a standard. Yeah. So it was pretty cool.
That's
but anyway,
so cool.
Those fun stories, like you said.
Had I have had that, oh my gosh, had I have had that back in 2019 when I was starting, and that's what I'm here to do is, and you help me do that. You help me provide just exponential tools to my agents.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I tell you, on the opposite side, I've really admired you over the year that we've known, just because the way you approach your business is different. So, what would you say makes you unique compared to the other brokerages and other agents?
Definitely that we have that. Anybody in my office that you talk to about an investment, I mean, you just get that investor language out of us. It's a totally different conversation that you're having, and that's what's always felt so odd to me and made me feel out of place, is because I didn't feel like if I was working at another brokerage, I can fully help the client the way that I wanted to. Because you're leaving other opportunities on the table. And one thing that makes Lokal so different is we are very much alive in that investor world all the time, not just in the beginning of the year when sales are down, or the end of the year when sales are down, because they're not for us. What I've found over the years is my investors really keep me afloat when residential clients aren't buying or selling, or people aren't moving as much due to rates. Investors are always buying. It's a part of their job. And they're always buying in the last quarter of the year.
Okay.
Just for tax purposes.
Yeah. Okay. So you host monthly networking meetings. I've had the opportunity to attend some of these. So they're titled networking and investor
Luncheon.
Luncheons.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
great. So I've attended several. You literally have hundreds of people in this room. Like I've gone to networking events and it's like, okay, there's 6 of us. This feels awkward. But like, what is it? What are you doing different? What is that?
It's not stuffy, I feel. And it's, they know they're going to come in there, and we always have a guest speaker. Mm-hmm. Darren, you were a guest speaker. You brought OfferIn. Yeah, I was last month's guest speaker. But the person that gets the floor at that is such a huge opportunity for businesses because
it was an honor for me to speak. So thank you.
And when you're there, I think yours, we had like 62 guests, and that's where the follow-ups come around. And, being able to bring you on as a partner and show people like, that's what they need. It's a show and tell game, right? Like people need to see you doing those things. Mm-hmm. And so OfferIn just truly helped me with that. But I think to answer your question, what just makes it so different is we invite everybody.
Why do you do that? Nobody else is doing that out there.
Yeah.
Why?
Because there are people out there that need to hear what's going on in that room. And one little nugget can completely change their business. And I'm just one of those people that genuinely doesn't care where it came from and how you got it. I just want you to do good. So if you came to this meetup and you met Kane and thought he was the coolest kid in the world, I agree with you. He's more than ready to do deals with you, and you can learn from him also. And it creates this synergy where you don't get companies saying like, hey, you work this way, there's no loyalty. Loyalty is built every day with us. And so business changes and rules change, and we're always changing. NAR wants to throw something at agents that we have to all conform and sort of, adapt and pivot with the market. And the reason that these events just get more people and more people at them is because the word of mouth is working. And people are coming in there, something's changing their business, and they're inviting somebody. And I just feel like people can't get enough of a good thing. And so that's why for 2026, I'm happy to announce that we have the Aviator for 12 events next year.
Great.
And we're rolling.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, with the first time I came there, I didn't know Lokal very well. I didn't know this networking thing or what it was. I show up and was really impressed. Like I said, 100 plus people in the room. And I was like, I don't know if I said it out loud or under my breath when I was registering, but I'm like, there is so much value here. You're bringing value first.
Good.
And then business will follow reciprocatedly, that people will give business, people will share business. There seems to be, like, you use the word synergy. Love that. But
yeah,
it was really impressive. But do you have any big wins that do you recall any big wins that came out of those networking events?
Oh my gosh. I met my business partner in that meeting.
There you go. Done. Perfect. That was kind of worth it, right?
I met both my business partners in that meeting. There's been agents that I've been able to connect with and help them on their business. And, they've came over, like a lot of agents have come over to work with the brokerage. It's that I love about it. And then in addition to the local networking event, I don't know if you know this, but what I was finding in those events when I really started attending them heavy in 2019 was that not a lot of women were coming to them. So in 2023, when I had taken over ownership, the first thing that I did was try to create like a safe space for women only. And so I do a spinoff to that Lokal, which is the Lokal Lady Luncheon. And I do that once a quarter just for the ladies. And I host that in our office.
So good.
So that the ladies also get a chance to talk about investing and feel like it's a safe space that they can be a part of, and somebody's not shedding like a negative light on it. So I'm always happy to be realistic about the challenges that come along with doing all facets of the business, but also show people that it can be done. It's just, how bad do you want it?
Yep. How bad do you want it?
How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it?
So I am truly inspired by your story and by who you are, what you're doing in business, and leading the way. I'm mentoring people probably directly and indirectly. So hold your head high.
Yeah,
you should be proud of yourself and your work. So we're going to take a break.
Okay.
And hopefully enjoy this conversation, got some value out of it. We'll look forward to continuing our conversation.
Thanks, Darren.